In the gaming world, if anyone mentions the name Hideo Kojima, Metal Gear Solid is bound to come up in the conversation. Currently, the latest installment of Metal Gear Solid, Snake Eater, is in the works. It will extend the legacy of the game's designer, developer, and producer. Born in Tokyo and raised near Kobe, Mr. Kojima is an interesting blend of Renaissance man and high-tech guru. The PlayStation Underground traveled to Tokyo to get a more detailed portrait of the man who would be Solid Snake.
I never thought of working in the video game industry. Actually, as a child, I wanted to become an astronaut, or I wanted to become a naturalist, and I always enjoyed watching film. But the Japanese film industry is very closed, it's feudalistic. Right around then, I ran into the home computer, and I started playing video games, and that's when I started thinking about working in the video game industry.
Kojima-san landed a job at Konami Entertainment, working in the home computer department. There he created the first Metal Gear in 1987. Snatcher and Policenauts followed a few years later. With the release of Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation in 1998, the gaming world could not help but notice the birth of a star.
And back before Metal Gear Solid, my games were for the Japanese market only, so I never thought about the rest of the world. But once Metal Gear Solid came out, I had to start thinking about fans all over the world, so that's a big change.
Part of that change is raising the bar of expectations and imagination when creating a great game.
I have to make sure that the people out there enjoy what I create. There are all kinds of people all over the world that will be playing my game. Figuring out what people would possibly enjoy is what's very challenging, but at the same time very fun about creating video games. Making people feel that something is beautiful or something is very scary, that's the easy part. What's difficult is making people feel that what they're playing is fun. Video games are probably the only medium that allows people to do that. During the planning stage, since everything is in your head, you can really do anything. And it's all up to me, up to my imagination. So I can come up with anything, and it's so fun. When I give all my ideas to my people and they start putting things together, when I actually see the game coming together, it really is a gratifying moment.
This innovator has a consistent style that holds to form. His technique has been influenced by film directors like Akira Kurosawa and especially Alfred Hitchcock switching between first-person POV and objective bird's-eye view to create tension and suspense. Hideo Kojima has become known for blending the cinematic technique with the latest gaming technology to create new levels of shared personal gaming experiences.
Back when I started in the industry, people said games and film were like water and oil, that they'd never mix. But that's changed. We now have a common language. Video games, film, music, everything has become so digital. And I think there will be a lot of blending going on. You'll see totally new discoveries sprouting out from the fusion of these things. Eventually, maybe even the word game might be gone. I don't think video games have reached that status yet. Film, movies, and novels, the good ones, in addition to entertaining people, they have positive effects. And I don't think video games have that effect yet. So hopefully, in the future, there will be video games out there that have this positive effect on people's lives, just like movies and novels.
You can be sure when that happens, Hideo Kojima will be at the front of the line having a positive effect on people. He shares his secret for worldwide success.
Video games are things that people play with, people use. So what I'd recommend is first you interact with different people out there. And then you should read a lot of novels, see a lot of movies. And try to establish as many virtual personalities within you as possible. Try to be these other people out there. So my piece of advice is to know people.
If you want to know more about the upcoming release of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, check back here inside the game. And don't forget to check out the latest Metal Gear Solid 3 trailer included in this issue.